Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Karima. In today's video I'm going to be sharing a simple pasta recipe. This is a simple but delicious one-pot Nigerian style pasta. I'm using very basic ingredients so you can easily create this at home, especially during this lockdown. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, be sure to subscribe down below. I post food recipes and I have a lot of recipes coming, so you don't want to miss out on them. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So I have everything that I'm going to be using here. I'm going to be using 2 tomatoes, 1 red bell pepper and 1 habanero pepper. I'm using the big habanero because I want it a little bit spicy. And I also have some sliced onion. I have vegetable oil. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil or really any type of oil that you have. And I have salt and some garlic and ginger, just a little bit of garlic, crushed garlic and ginger powder to taste. I also have seasoning cubes, and I'm going to be using crayfish. Now I'm not a very big fan of crayfish. I love shrimp, but crayfish, they taste a little bit different. But since my sister introduced me to crayfish and pasta, I've just been hooked and I've been putting it in. I'm going to be using just a little bit because I don't want the taste to be overwhelming. I feel like crayfish sometimes they can easily overpower the rest of the ingredients, so I'm using very little crayfish. You can skip this out or you can just use shrimp if you have shrimp. I'm keeping this very basic, so I'm not going to be putting any additional shrimp or meat. And for the pasta, I'm using 2 different spaghetti noodles. I'm using thin spaghetti, just regular thin spaghetti. And I'm gonna mix it with this other type. And that's pretty much everything that I'm going to be using for this recipe. So very simple, basic ingredients. You can add vegetables if you have vegetables. You can add meat if you want, but I'm just keeping it as simple as possible. So now let's get cooking. So the first thing that I'm doing is to cut up the pepper and tomatoes. I'm just going to cut it into a smaller size just so it's easy to blend. And I'm using this manual pull chopper because it's just a lot easier to clean. You can definitely use a food processor or a blender to do this, but this I find it easy to clean, so I usually just use this one. And if you're using a blender, just make sure that you don't blend it too smooth. You want it to be coarse like that. So then I'm gonna move on to the cooking process. So we're gonna heat up our oil and then I'm gonna fry the onions in it. Just stir fry the onions for about 2 to 3 minutes. After which I'm gonna add my garlic and ginger. And I'm just gonna continue to stir fry for another minute before I add in the pepper mix. And it's already smelling so good, you guys. So in goes the pepper mix. If you want to use additional meat or chicken, you can definitely stir fry that and fry along with the pepper. So we're just going to continue to stir fry. And then I'm going to add in the crayfish. That's some salt and my seasoning cubes. And just make sure that you're frying on medium heat. At this point, my heat is at 5. So you don't want it too high, otherwise the pepper is just gonna burn. Then I'm gonna cover this and let it fry for about 10 minutes. And when the oil completely floats to the top, you know that the stew base is ready. So then I'm gonna add in some water. And I'm gonna cover this and bring it to a boil. After which I'm gonna add the pasta. I'm gonna put this type first just because it takes longer to cook. And after about 7 minutes, I'm gonna add in the thin spaghetti. And I'm gonna add a little bit more water and just cover this. And again, make sure that the heat is not too high. And I added a little bit more salt and I'm gonna cover and just let it cook. And I prefer cooking the
spaghetti in the pepper sauce because it just makes it a lot more flavorful. It's a lot more tasty, but you can definitely cook the spaghetti separate and then add it to the pepper sauce if that's what you prefer. Also, I'm just a little bit lazy, so I'd rather just cook everything in one pot. And if you want to add vegetables, you can go ahead and add your vegetables at this point so that can steam along with it. And after about 15 minutes or so, the spaghetti should be done, depending on how soft you like your spaghetti. But yeah, it was really good, and as you can see, I didn't use a lot of ingredients. So I hope you give this recipe a try. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Comment down below, like this video, and also share the video link. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.